Yo, yo. Hello, hello, hello. This is, we got a little bit of a mic setting change. So maybe the gain's quite low. So I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit. Test, test, test. Test, test. Looking good, sounding good. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody back to the House of Pisces X Night Horde Season 2 tournament. Oh, we here. It's gonna be between Bloodhounds and Fiends.
See value in me?
Your team is banned.
You should.
Let's play together.
Your team is banning.
Test, test, test. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Bloodhounds versus Fiends. Bloodhounds banning out the Fredrin first. You know, I recently came back from casting in the Snapdragon ESL tournament for the qualifiers for MENA and the EU region. I learned a few things here and there, especially about drafting, prioritization, and me and the casters talked about it, right? Like me, private. It really felt like we were actually quite behind in terms of the meta. There's a lot of heroes that teams like to prioritize in North America, like the Fredrin, which sometimes does get overlooked in different regions, and I feel like they are just a little bit more caught up in the meta. The biggest factor or the biggest way that we're actually going to be able to determine if North America is caught up in those meta lists is if we do well in when we go into those international tournaments, right? And if and when we do well, then we'll understand, hey, maybe North America is quite good, but if there is a significant adjustments, and when I say adjustments, for example, right, we could take a look at the bans here. The Matilda Bratz is quite normal. The Fredrin is a little bit, the Arlott, the Louis, both super high win rates. Both are available in the draft. Harith, Angela, both solid, but Chenga is a little bit sus, if you know what I mean. Nonetheless. Give me 1 second.
Light me up and watch the world
team is
burn! Victory is in sight, soldier!
Okay.
Let them come. They will only make
So Bloodhounds goes with a Carmilla first. Carmilla is interesting. It's definitely not something that you would go as a first pick, but it has its values as a flex pick, right? Carmilla potentially go into the jungle or into the roam, but if Ooga Booga is picking it up, like 90% of the time, this man's gonna take that Carmilla. So expect the Carmilla to go in the roam position. Now, what's interesting is that Bloodhounds actually has a very strong Sicilian user. Unfortunately, it seems like he is caught in a situation, the captain, Boca. So I don't know if they're going to actually go with the Sicilian pick. Moskov, one of the strongest attack speed marksman. Fastest attack speed marksman, fastest split pusher, actually. Probably in the game right now, especially with the rework on the ultimate. That allows him to transfer from, you know, places to places. Benedetta, also extremely fast XP laner. Enjoys quite a high win rate in MPLPH. I think it's close to 60 to 70%. What's up, MOBA Guilds community? Welcome to the stream. I was actually recently watching one of the matches that you guys had. I think it was HOP 12 versus I think Night Horde. That's a stacked team, my man. That's a stacked team, dude. Anyways, Fiends, they go with the Valentina first, which is quite nice. I like the Valentina, especially if it's somebody that likes is very, very strong with Valentina, and Churro definitely is of that caliber. Mr. Salad here coming with the X-Borg a little bit early, right? We don't see a very frontline in mobile XP or jungle, right? If we see something like a Barat, a Yuzong, I like the X-Borg, but a Benedetta just a little bit too fast for my liking. Moskov also has the ability to use the first to just jump away. I guess the Carmilla could, you know, the X-Borg is decent against Carmilla. Esme, we've seen a rise in this hero, and it's not bad. Especially when they actually took away a lot of the support, the armor, the base armor and magic resist of a lot of items, allowed scaling through leveling up and increase those scaling for the armors and magic resist. Esmeralda is actually quite strong and does quite a bit of damage now. Ricky going with a Beatrix. A little bit of an old school, I would say, probably about a year ago. Beatrix was quite nice, but recently it doesn't seem like we're getting the same popularity. Farsa gets picked up by Chow Pao along with Boxia. See, Boxia is something that I have come to liking. Boxia, Akai. You know, I used to think Fredrin was the best jungler, but it seems like the Bratz gets banned even more than the Fredrin. Bratz gets prioed even more than the Fredrin. And this Boxia is very solid. Especially when enemies have a lot of healing. So, you know, if Magic decides to lock this floor, and I think it's quite counterintuitive, you know, if they're locking Florin Esme against Boxia, I mean, the Florin ultimate is doesn't get anti-healed by the Boxia. So maybe they're playing into that, but quite honestly, it may not work out as well as they're looking for, because the Boxia is going to do quite well against the Esmeralda. But we'll have to see how it goes as we load into the game. Again, it is going to be between Fiends and Bloodhounds. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, of course.
till the enemy reaches the battlefield.
Oh,
Smash
it's
them.
been a while since
Troops deployed.
I did OB. Most of the events that I was doing was NACT, and then the ESL Snapdragon. Of course, I was just a caster there. So actually getting back onto this screen is quite interesting for me. We're like some good trades. Ooga Booga's full health, but Chow Pao is a little bit low. Export here actually is quite solid against the Boxer. I don't know if it's quite solid against Boxer. Boxer has damage reduction based on each tick. Or not based, yeah. Damage reduction based on each tick. So, but you can already see the sustain and the damage coming out from the side of Bloodhounds. And just letting you guys know, I do believe Bloodhounds ranked 7th in NACT. Fiends actually did quite well. Gotta look it up, but maybe a potential like top 5. Let me see if I can find the rankings. But you can already see the sustain coming out from the Boxia. I do believe if we can get onto the Boxia's passive, that he's going to have damage reduction per tick, or damage negate per tick. So each time the flame comes out, you know, each tick is one time of damage. He gets reduction pretty much against all. So things like Kimmy, Chang'e, super bad against the Boxia. Top side, R picks up a kill on Ricky. Moskov showing what he's made of, and he has the Inspire, so it's definitely a very aggressive spell early on. The Beatrix has to be a little bit more careful, especially since he only has Flicker. It's a defensive, offensive spell, but the cooldown is just a little bit longer. And it seems like he didn't even pop it. R was just in a good position with the Inspire, but Boxia sleeps, takes Salad's blue buff away. Already a small lead, a big lead actually for the side of Bloodhounds. Looking at about a 2k lead. Benny picking up the Blade of Heptases. Interestingly enough, did not look to rush the anti-heal item. Not Boca. Ooga Booga going in. Does chunk magic low, but the flicker counterplay and the damage coming out from Salad here does get taken out by Sleeps. And Ooga Booga gets taken out by Ricky. So 1-for-1 trade for both of these teams. Esme doing some work though here. He might get the second. Yeah, he does. Picks up Boxia. That's huge. This is, I think, one of the first small skirmishes that the side of Fiends was able to get a win off of without losing a member. So maybe a small turnaround. For the young talents. Good stun on Sleeps. Allows in front of my Salad to get the objective with no contestation. Take a look at the gold lead. Gold lane actually even. Even with the first kill going to Moskov getting that 1v1, but still even. Moskov actually had to build defense boots. But he does have the little gem that Florin gets. R coming through with an aggressive first skill. Does get stunned up here. Ooga Booga flickers out. Wow, the ultimate coming through. And takes out 2 members. Oh, Moskov. A little bit of a field goal. Doesn't get the connection on the ultimate. The side of Fiends quite in a small defensive position. The Purify does come through with Sophie and gets bursted. This is one of the first times that we actually get to see a Farsa. And it's really interesting because back then they used to play this Farsa against the Valentina, but the engagement coming through from the Fiends, pulling up, getting a 3-for-1 trade, a double kill for the Beatrix. And you know, we were talking about, I mean, I was talking about how I felt like the Beatrix was quite old school. But it seems like Ricky definitely knows what he's doing. What's up, Mr. HOP? He's in the chat. How you guys all doing? 19k each. A very even game across the board. Fiends was kind of losing a lot of fights early on, but it seems like when it comes down to this mid game, they're doing quite well. Sleeps brute forcing through. Retribution going through in the favor of Bloodhounds. Fiends looking for a re-engagement here, but members are chunked quite low, but the sustain is quite nice.
Killing spree.
2 falls
Double kill.
with a trade of R. The turtle also goes in the hands of Bloodhounds here. Churro, little bit too aggressive. 1 versus 3 on the Valentina. Not something we want to see, especially with the amount of magic resists that the Boxia has. I mean, I don't think the Valentina was going for the Boxia for once, but and Ooga Booga here actually with a very nice build with a Dom and tough. I think looking to go for the Oracle now. Esmeralda, Book, also looking to go for a Brute Force, potentially. The Farsa, going for a Lightning first. It seems like the Yellow Lollipop, no one likes that item anymore. Huh? Florin, Demon Boots into Flask. Quite standard. Potentially looking to go for a Fleeting Time now. Xborg with War Axe, looking for some defense, but the ultimate coming through for the Valentina. I mean, from Ooga Booga there. They chunked the Farsa down completely here. And the Petri for the Benedetta 0 also gets taken off the board. Fiends doing quite well in some of these late game skirmishes, able to come out on top now. The Goldie's still in the favor of Bloodhounds. It seems like the macro game that Bloodhounds is playing is just a little bit more stronger, but Fiends definitely feel like they have one of the stronger team fights. Esme gets taken off the board. Sleeps is still alive here. No retribution for a couple more seconds though. No contestation. And Bloodhounds actually now is the one looking to defend. But Lord is marching down on mid. And it's very likely that if the side of Bloodhounds is looking for the side lane clears, that, yeah. Bloodhounds is going to be able to get that clear, no problem. Fiends is still kind of playing on the back end. Even though they got those 2 kills, they got the Lord. It's not necessarily converting into anything just yet. Not yet. 10 minutes. Heading into that mid-late game. Luminous Lord is probably going to be the next one that comes up here. So it's quite important that Fiends use their advantage. And here comes the ultimate coming through. The reinforcements. Huge damage coming out from Ricky. The grenade launcher into the machine gun burst is quite nice. And the Farsa coming out from the backside here. Wow. Fiends. Although they struggled early on, especially in the small skirmishes here and there, they're able to do very well in team fight. And 0 here. Shocking. So much burst, so much damage.
Double kill.
Yet, for the side of Bloodhounds, it seems like they are still struggling in some of these team fights. That was huge. Coming out from 0. But unfortunately, it feels like the sustain coming out from Magic, it's too good. Even with the Boxia on board, the side of Fiends is just able to find these long team fights or find these baits from time to time and able to just sustain through the burst, the damage that Bloodhounds has. And then they turn the fight around, even when it feels like Bloodhounds have quite a decent advantage. Now, Lord coming up, 7 seconds here. See how Bloodhounds takes this. They are having the vision on the opposite side of the map. They got Esmeralda pushing boss side. The second that they see the Esmeralda here, I think they might look for an engagement. No, it's going to be a 4 versus 4, I think. Esme is rotating through. Moskov in a pretty interesting position. Esme is quite deep, looking for the back. Are they going to fight? Or are they just going to zone for the objective? Wow. Good macro. Last Insanity pops onto 2 of the Bloodhounds. Remember, the flicker comes through and Sophie's just there on the front side, taking care of business. And the Moskov almost getting the X-Borg with a combination, but the Benedetta chilling from the backside here. Sniper? Oh no. Oh, R! No, he's not. Fiends playing a great game.
Double kill.
Yeah, and Ricky here doing work. 9-2-3. Of course, I was doubting his Beatrix, but it's looking really strong. Sniper? Oh my god! Ricky, you crazy. Give him another one. Yeah, this man is quite wild with the marksmans. I know back in the days he liked playing this Melissa. And I think he was playing like Arithel and Carrie and Leslie at some point. And then now it's the Beatrix or... Oof. Alright, we'll take a look at some of these stats. 10, 2, and 5. 19 to 13 for the side of Fiends to get the victory. Fiends is going to be up 2-0 now. I know top side is messed up, but there it is. All right, guys, we go on a 3-minute break as we come back for our next match. All right, guys. It seems like we are going to have a DQ on our next match. So it's going to be on Fiend's side. The current score is going to be 2-1 in favor of Fiends. And we will be back 30 minutes for our next match. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 4. Game number 4. We in.
I didn't cure the pain.
Your
I
team
harnessed
is
it.
banning.
Let's play together.
Your team is banning.
Welcome back, everyone, to the stream. Once again, this is House of Pisces X Night Horde Season 2. This is the quarterfinals of the upper bracket. Fiends versus Bloodhounds. Fiends up 2-1 in a best of 5 series. So match point for Fiends. Bloodhounds looking
Your team is
for another win here to prolong the night. And I am your host, Yue. Coming through with some exciting matches. The Chang ban here, huh? I wonder if it's a strategy or if it's a throwaway strategy. Potentially, Bloodhounds may have something up their sleeves with the Chang, but I don't really particularly believe so. On the other hand, the rest of the bans are quite standard though. The Valentina actually gets taken off here, so Churro making a strong impact with that hero.
your team is picking.
The Harith gets taken off, so no first pick Harith here. Good first picks, the Brats. The Arlott, Lu Yi. I don't think the Lu Yi was even prioritized in the first phase. It got banned out the second time from Fiends because they had the Valentina, but maybe this time around the Lu Yi may be able to come online. No.
Your team
They Faramis first pick. That leaves open a very strong Louis. Louis is a great counter towards the Faramis. This is, for me, actually a mistake. The Carmilla comes out, but no, the Barats is going to be the one that locks in. I like a Barats Roger. You could also go for a Yuzong. Potentially the Lu Yi, honestly. They could also go for the Arlott, which I like. Let's see though. Ricky comes out with the Claude. Great response going up against the Faramis. Faramis is a AoE sustain hero, and a Claude is quite good when it comes down to dealing enough AoE damage to be able to shred the ultimate of the Cold Altar. The response, I think, for Bloodhounds, they should probably try to grab up something aggressive in the gold lane. I like a Roger pick here. So they pick up the CC. CC is not bad. I do know Fiends most likely is going to pick up an Xborg. But I think the Lu Yi here would be very nice for Fiends before it gets banned out. Bloodhound's looking for another hero. It's going to be the carry to deal with the health of the Barats. I think it's good response, but I don't know how he's going to be able to do in lane against the Claude, right? Let's say Bloodhounds goes Roger. He's going to struggle against the Barats a little bit more in the late game, but at least early games, he's going to be able to dominate that lane. But no, Magic goes with a Raphael. Another Louis not being picked up. Louis and Arlott, both heroes that was so heavily banned out in other regions, gets completely overlooked in ours. Guys, I love the edits, but if you could make it much simpler, it would look better. 100%, I got you. This is just an edit from a friend.
I'm born.
It's his design. I'll definitely try and switch things up. If not this week, by next week. How about that? Thank you for the response, though, General Yoshi. What about this one?
Light me up and watch the world.
Yeah, what about this one? This is the one that I made. It's not as like crazy. A little bit more simple. We got some AI fishes in the background. AI generated fishes. AI generated Pisces. Of course, you know, we can't see the Bloodhounds and the Fiends because it's in black, but you know, I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Like, let me know though. General Yoshi, thank you for the suggestion. But yeah, second phase on the table. Guinevere, X-Borg gets taken out by the side of Fiends. It's interesting because the X-Borg, yes, Bloodhounds love X-Borg, but the Easy Peasy is not playing right now, so. And the Guinevere, I guess, is a very like normalized North America pick. General Yoshi said this is so much better. Blessings, my friend. I typically like to go dark because I don't love white. But the side of Bloodhounds banning out the Lilia and Luyi. Lilia's, yeah, those are two great heroes to deal with the Faramis. Now I think Fiends have the option to go for if they're brave. Oh nah. It's a Fanny. I said if they're brave, they could go Odette. Or they could go for a Novaria. But against the Fanny, it takes away the potential for the Novaria, really. They could go for the Kadita, but the Kadita is also very risky, right? Kadita's a burst hero. And going up against a Faramis, it's going to be hard. Like, in my opinion, it's going to be quite hard. Novaria, I like. Odette, decent. I just hated how they picked up the Raphael and didn't have time to pick up a mage. Because if they didn't pick up the Raphael, they would be able to see the Fanny, right? He would be able, Chiro would be able to take either the Lilia or the Luyi. They see the Fanny pick, and they could go for something like a Kaj or something. But it's interesting. Fiends is one of the teams that really enjoys kind of like the Ube style of always having that healer paired up with a utility jungler. Very, very nice. It's something that I personally enjoy. Do we think it is meta? I think it's definitely strong meta. This is the old overlay, by the way, with the fishes. So I guess we'll just be fishes right now. It's not anything fancy. It's just this is also the old overlay. I know you can't see the words, but I mean, if I change it, if we just only use old overlays, then I can make the words white and then you'll be able to see it. Yeah, let's try out the old overlay. But guys, this is definitely a treat. As we jump into the Land of Dawn, it is going to be between Bloodhounds and Fiends. Bloodhounds is down one. I mean, Fiends is up 2-1. So Bloodhounds really have to kind of pull things together at this moment, or else it's going to be quite tough. I'm going to move this to white. Just let you guys see what it is. 0 on Fanny. Yeah, this is a treat for you guys. I love 0 playing Fanny. Now, we all know it's not guarantee wins, but 0 on Fanny is crazy. Oh my, wait. And the sustain coming out from the Fiends. They're so confident with like Raphael, Florin. Like, they're okay with these picks. I love it. And like earlier, they didn't even take the traditional 4 junglers, right? Akai, Barats, Boxia, Fredrin. They took the X-Borg and made it work. Do you think Fiends the best Ube players in North America? If we're looking at the top teams, oh, he's dead. If we're looking at the NACT teams, he's gonna get a nice push here. Sleep's gonna be very, very, very happy as we take a look at the gold. But and Zero is probably gonna go for his blue buff. And they actually choose to disengage here. That's huge coming out for the side of Bloodhounds. Uh-oh. I don't know where Sophie went though, but that was kind of oh my god. Anyways, you asked if Fiends are the best Ube players in North America. Maybe currently, possible. I don't know if you guys know the backstory, but a few of these players were underneath my wing at some point in their careers. Specifically, Mr. In Front of My Salad and Ricky both have been part of the Imperium gang back then. And that was when I was like spamming the Ube strat. So for them to kind of come out now and just like rely heavily on just Raph, Florin, things like that, I love it. And, you know, more to them to find success doing this. Because when we used to play professionals, I was kind of on the same boat. I would just go for healers, and I would try to find team and teammates that allowed me to play those healers. Of course, in certain situations when we lost, they'd be like, "Oh no, why we need a set tanker," but it's not always like that. But healers are not always that good either. It depends on the comp. Oh my gosh. This Barats is hurting. Hurting Bloodhounds here. This may be a reason why the Barats gets banned out, because look at this. It's just it's nearly impossible. Oh. Yeah, it kind of feels nearly impossible to do damage against a Barats with a healer. That's crazy. Glazing Heron. My money is on Fiends. It's Bloodhounds had like a moment of hope, but the Kadita pick was just really crazy. We haven't seen the Arlot kind of pop off, but maybe like if the Arlot is unable to pop off, like we have In Front of My Salad, we have Churro Bambi, and we have Magic all doing amazing right now. But there's a lot of potential for Bloodhounds if the other members can't pop off. Oh, Ricky comes out with a double. Now Ricky has popped off a little bit. Just looking for Sophie. But Zero is doing quite good. 2, 0, and 1. Chow Pao actually with a great ult too. I love that they pick Fanny, but Fanny is so out of meta, not even C can bring her back. Ah, dude, I love Fanny. I love it when players and professionals pick Fanny because it's so exciting. There's so much action with Fanny. Like, best player picking up Fanny NACT Game 7, that was hype. Everyone and their grandparents were hyped about that match. Come on. Fanny against Moba Ballman, like, come on. But Zero and Fanny, also a very good treat. Like, you don't see this often. Uh-oh. Oh, so much damage coming out from R. Definitely turnable. What? Wait. Churro? Oh. Tough. Good team fight coming out from Fiends though. And the gobble underneath the tower. He might get shut down here. A little bit of mistake coming out from the small dinosaur. Both teams have good scaling. Both teams have good CC. Potentially, Barat scales much better for objectives and team fights. But Fanny has the ability to split push. And Churro is dangerous. The Valentina earlier gets banned out, respect ban, and then now she pulls up with a Kadita, getting like back-to-back sets. This guy's huge. And a shutdown though, going for the carry against Sophie. I was a little bit worried about Sophie's Arlot just because she kind of whiffed the first objective, but she's, you know, 3-0 and 2 before that solo kill, so actually quite good. And Ricky actually getting chunked out. Ooga booga. And Ricky almost gets out alive. Zero is there though. Oh my god. Zero is kind of crazy. Yeah, he's crazy. Dupe. But that Barat's, oh man. We understand why that thing gets banned out. Sleeps though. It's gonna do a lot of damage. Yep. Sophie and Churro on the side. He's gonna get swiped. Zoop. He gets one. Yeah, this is what I was worried about on the R-Lot. Oh yeah. Huge. Is that double? Oh, he's gonna have the dash too. Oh nope. Gets out alive. Oh no, he doesn't get out alive. He goes into the grave. A good small comeback coming out from the side of Bloodhounds here. Pretty much evening the gold. 0, 4, 1, and 4. Ooga Booga's at this point like death doesn't even matter to him. He's just out here. But a little bit of a response coming out from Sleeps and R here. And also Chow Pao. Like they're kind of just slowly coming online. But we talk about online, so does Ricky. And what is that blazing duet, my friend? Uh-oh. Yeah, oi. He's just... Oh my god, they took out the carry. But so does Zero. Zero takes one for the team too. 1-for-1 trade. Both marksmen are gone off the bat. Bratz picks up the Minotaur, but the Minotaur is literally 0, 7, and 4. Even if he dies, that's like 50 gold at most. Both marksmen's out. I want to say when both marksmen's are off the board, it gives... I mean, just in the sense, Zero is going to be able to split push. He's going to have the mobility. And that's what's going to pretty much allow... open up the map for the Bloodhounds. And the engagement coming through in front of my Salad gets taken off the board here. Bloodhounds with the momentum's looking to push for that game 5. We love it. Overtime, baby. 32k to 32k. Oi. 29 HP on the Lord. Now, how does Fiends defend? A lot of the fights were won due to the Kadita being able to kind of kill 1 or 2. It doesn't even have to be in the beginning of the team fight. She just has to have a decent set. But if you are talking about lane clear though, Kadita is going to be, yeah, see, in front of the lane. So it's not going to have too much... I guess surprise potential, but surprise Zero with the 3 cable going back. The CC also actually is doing quite a bit of work. See, 1 versus 3. Salad goes down, but look at CC though, holding on to dear life. Is not going to get away. Does get taken off here, but Ooga Booga also gets taken off. And Bloodhounds have to disengage, but they were able to get the bot side tower. And Sleeps is... Oh! Sleeps dies. Sleeps was dead regardless, but Ricky gets one hit here. Take a look at the items. It's probably full damage for the... Yeah, for the Fanny. Ricky also going full damage. Has the armor boots, but... It ain't enough. It ain't enough, my friends. Now, a slower pace coming out from both teams. Again, Fiends is up 2-0. All they have to do is win this game, and they move on. But for the side of Bloodhounds, they are down 1-2, so they have to win 2 more games in order to move on. But if Bloodhounds does lose this game, they still have the lower brackets that they can play. So they are not completely out of this yet. The immune comes through with the Brats. Quite a good immune. Oh my god, the 4-man knockup of Ooga Booga. Sophie here. Yeah, just not enough impact, in my opinion. Oh my god, look at R. I thought R was a gold laner. This dude's playing like he's your Rishi, buddy. CC kind of OP, low key. Oi. 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 Dies. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. It's over. Oh my god. It's over. Well, we going OT, boys. Game number 5. Take a look at some of these stats. I'm not going to really dive into the stats, but yeah, see, we can't even see this. Okay. Bop. Bop. Bloodhounds now 2. Game number 5. We're going to take a small break, 3 minutes, and we'll be back for our next match. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gents. Jumping into game number 5 between Bloodhounds and Fiends.
Weaving through time's threads, I hope to find a strand that's truly mine.
Now, the Chang'e ban, is that directed towards Chow Pao? Is there something that I don't know myself? Because,
To live.
maybe the side of Bloodhounds has a Chang'e global, right? And I don't know. Someone said, what happened to the stream? What do you mean? 5, 8, what?
Let's
What?
make the whole world green and lively.
Did something happen? Anyways, Chang'e, maybe they have a Chang'e global. The Natan and Fanny tells me that the side of Fiends are just really confident in picking up all the meta heroes. So there's quite a lot that's available. Angela and Fairness gets picked up by the side of Bloodhounds. Double sustain. Very Ube-esque. And it's interesting because now both teams are like playing this Ube strategy. They're like, hey, we gonna go healer versus healers to see who is the better healer.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise.
And you know, this is game 5, prime time, game day. If we're talking about who knows how to use the healers better, I would have to give it to Fiends, and especially with a Harith. Ooh. And they also took the Esmeralda, which is quite strong in the XP, but it's not 100% uncounterable. I think yesterday we had an Esmeralda go against the Dairoth and quite honestly got completely destroyed. So, but Fiends with a strong comp here. I really like how they've set it up. But now there's so much junglers that has been banned out. Fred, Boxia, Xborg, leaves Akai and Basha, but the Boxia gets banned out here too. So Akai is available if they're looking for that. I'm not sure if Zero wants to play the Akai. I've seen him play the Akai. I just don't know if that's what he wants. Something that Zero may pull up is like a Gujin. But it's game 5. I'm not sure if he actually wants to do that. There's quite a bit on the line.
It's my way or the highway.
Exia. I've seen this Exia being picked up a few times already. I do believe in ESL Snapdragon when they did pick up the Exia, it did not work out. Although there was moments of greatness, the Flicker Missile Barrage, but it wasn't absolutely amazing. Let's see. Fiends managed to get the better lineup for 3 games, but they throw it. Does this tourney start every spring? I'm gonna join the next one. We have one every... We have tournaments coming back to back. If you guys are interested, make sure to join our Discord server. The link should be on the bottom. If that link is not working, it might not work. I freaking hate this Discord link, but I'll toss another Discord link down there. There. But we do have tournaments coming like quite often. Join the Discord server to pretty much stay updated, or just come on to the stream. We stream almost every week, at least 1 or 2 streams every week. This week I do believe we're gonna have 1 best of 5 series each day, around the same time. So you can always come out and say hi. So yeah, if it wasn't for the Gus, I would say Ling is definitely something Zero likes to play, just assassins. How do we get... That's how we got into the stream. Ah, I see. Well, welcome and enjoy. For our match for tomorrow, hopefully we get a poster out to you guys. But we allowed the players to kind of schedule their own matches. That's why sometimes it's hard for us to get you guys information early. Just because we give the players the opportunity to schedule their own matches so they can find times that work for them. Like, we want the flexibility for them to work. But guys, game number 5 between Fiends and Bloodhounds here. Whoop whoop. Y'all should be excited. Bloodhounds coming out with the Angela. This is something that Bloodhounds is actually quite known for, is playing the Angela. And honestly, so is Fiends. They've been able to get some wins here and there. But Churro Bambi with a Benedetta mid lane. Petrify coming through double. Whew. A Benedetta mid lane is crazy, no? And again, guys, if these teams do lose here, they will have the chance to come back through the losers bracket. It's not going to be best of 5. It's going to be best of 3s. But they do get the chance, right? I think I'm going to lower my gain a little bit. Oh, the flicker comes in. Chupu. YouTube Chupu. Ling comes through with a kill. Grabs up the double here. Sprint gets popped. I'm gonna lower my gain just slightly. I think I'm getting just a little bit too excited. Jumping out of my sheet quite a bit. There we go. 4 seconds. Next objective. Fiends looking for that level 4 here. Sophie. Chira. Oh! Petrify comes through. Gets Chow Pow quite low here. But Chiro is also quite low himself too. He gets punished. And now the Cold Ultra comes through with the Heart Guard. Fiends is going to get denied here. 2 kills going in the favor of Bloodhounds. But the objective goes in the hands of Fiends here. Even game now. I do want to see why Exia is being picked to go against the Harith. It's more of a, I guess, a personal thing for me. Like, does he outrange the Harith? Does he outpoke the Harith? Does somebody understand this matchup? If there's anyone that understands this matchup, it's going to be the NACT gold laners and not the casters, as Ooga Booga gets completely destroyed. Oh, Salad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And Churro here with a mechanics flex Benedetta mid lane. That's crazy. I'm so impressed. Game 5 and he's like, I'm gonna go Benny mid. And you know what? Level 2, he gets 2 kills. What could you ask for more? Oh, Chow Pao. The Heart Guard comes through. He's gonna die. Oh, that's a huge missile barrage. Harith is so nice. It's crazy. Sleeves gets taken off. Tough. Fiends up almost 2k. Harith 103. Salad 2-0 and 1. Benny not doing as well anymore. Is getting caught off from time to time here. 0. 2-0. Early game Exia out damages and out ranges. It's hard to out damage Harith with the buff, and it's how to outrange Harith with the buff. Out to see it myself. Heartguard comes through, and Ling gets taken off the board with the back. Esmeralda plays Sophie here, going quite crazy. Missile barrage. Not gonna do too much, and the Benedetta ultimate coming through. Ooga Booga gets taken off the map. Once again here, 10-4, 4k gold lead. But this is a similar situation that we saw in the last match where Fiends had the lead and just couldn't get the close that they're looking for. But this time around, Fiends look quite strong with the team comp, especially with the Esmeralda, right? Like, you know, Angela gives a lot of shield. Fairness, also quite a lot of sustain. And that Angela, I mean, it's good, but oh, no way. Oh my god. Oh, that's Chow Pao. Chow Pao with the 200 IQ. His brain is so big, bro. And what the haro? Is that a... I didn't see how he got there, why he was there, but regardless, the side of Bloodhounds, they do have some very, very nice combinations. Ling Angela, great. Angela CC, great. Angela Fairness, it seemed like they're making that thing work out too. But what I'm scared of is this Esmeralda just getting shields left and right. And also the hair. Oh my god, Missile Barrage is going to be huge. Oh no. Ling gets taken off the board. Decimation resets comes through. Looking for more Ricky. Triple kill going out for... Watch. In front of my salad. Who names himself in front of my salad, guys? And what is the meaning behind in front of my salad? By the way, guys, we will have our tournaments registered underneath Liquidpedia. I'm super, super excited about that. It's been one of my, I guess, dreams to even have a Liquidpedia page, and now we're able to kind of get House of Pisces on there paired up with some of these tournaments. So if you guys do end up getting to like the top 8 stages, we can definitely like you will have your name on Liquidpedia, and that's one of the best parts about joining our tournaments. And if you guys are interested in casting, joining the caster's desk, or you feel like you want to be involved, you know, or, you know, maybe you want to make posters, right? Let us know. I'm definitely looking out for some people. If you want to help out the community, come through. If not, you want to just eat popcorn, enjoy the stream, definitely a great option. Ooh, ooh. Teamfight doesn't look bad for the side of Bloodhounds, but a lot of sustain coming through, and Chop Out gets taken off. Uh-oh. Oh, 4-man Petri. Oh my lord. You're kidding me. Mid Benedetta, 4-man Petri underneath the tower. Churro is showing off today, dude. He plays the Valentina, does great enough that they have to respect ban the Valentina. and then pulls up with the Kadita, makes like insanely impactful play early on, and then now it comes out with 4-man Benedetta locks, dude. Huge. I'm a fan, dude. I'm an absolute fan. I mean I've been a supporter of Fiends since NACT, but the way that they're like maturing into a team, and it kind of feels like they've found their like rhythm, or they're happy with the members of their team. Just take some time to get the synergy in practice, but you gotta sit through a lot of like ups and downs, and if they're able to kind of stay together maybe until the next tournament, they could probably mature into quite a nice team, especially with how convincing they want to run this Ube strat. And R here on the backside, but doesn't have enough damage so far. The members of Bloodhounds are just falling as R is going to be taken off here at the same time. It's going to be a 3-for-0 trade for the side of Fiends, and they're going to be going on to their base. Churro going off. Congratulations to Fiends winning BO5 game 5, knocking Bloodhounds down to lower brackets, but Bloodhounds still have a chance to come back alive. Take a look at some of the end game stats. Great convincing game for the side of Fiends here. 3-2 is the overall. 25-7, a 10-minute slaughter by the side of Fiends. Congratulations. Take a look at some of the data, but guys, we will be back for our next series tomorrow. It is going to be 7 p.m. PST. Blythe versus A77. These are two very, very strong teams. Blythe has multiple members of Gosu, and A77, you guys all know who they are. We'll see you guys in the next stream. Later.